Hey y'all, welcome back to Jaxx Drinkwater Southern Cooking and Barbecue. I'm Jaxx and I'm back with a killer video today. Last weekend, I smoked up a couple of slabs of pork belly on my Lone Star Grill's offset smoker. I had one slab left over from that cook, and today we're gonna be making some smoked pork belly corn fritters. I cubed up that pork belly into some luscious little nuggets. We're gonna batter dip them in some beer batter, and we're gonna deep fry them. I'm gonna show you how we do it. Let's get going. All right, we're gonna start off with 1 2/3 cup of cornmeal mix. Make sure you're using the mix, not just plain cornmeal. I wasn't able to find just regular cornmeal. I guess people are too lazy nowadays to mix their cornmeal and their flour together, so when you buy it, they make this mix that has the baking powder and whatnot in it. So that's what we're using, cornmeal mix, all right? To that 1 2/3 cup mix, we're gonna be adding some of this Elk Creek hog knuckle. It's the honey chipotle rub. Use your favorite rub if you don't have any of this, but I highly recommend Elk Creek barbecue stuff. We're just gonna go over with a little bit of that just to add a little bit of color and a little bit of flavor to this. Now, this is adjustable, so if we want the consistency of like a pancake batter. So you may have to add more or less of liquid or more mix if you need to. So we'll start out with a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Add that in. Beer batter would not be beer batter unless it had beer in it, but I highly recommend you taste your beer first just to make sure it's, presentable to go in here. So we're gonna add a 1/2 cup of the beer in there, going in. All right, and to that, I'm gonna add some diced pickled jalapeños in there. Maybe like 2 good teaspoons or a tablespoon, 3 teaspoons, something like that. And lastly, we're gonna go in with a 1/2 cup of cream style corn. And let's give it a little whisk. See what kind of consistency we get. All right, so we're a little bit cakey here, so I'm gonna kind of go in with alternate. A little bit of buttermilk, a little bit more beer. One more time ought to do it. A little bit of buttermilk, a little bit more beer. I'm liking the consistency of this. So you want to make sure that your oil is heated up to between 350 degrees and 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I happen to be using this Tefal Ultimate Easy Clean machine. I highly recommend this. It has actually an oil filter, so when you get done using it, it automatically filters your oil and you're able to just use it all over again for your next cook. Link in the description. Before we dip them in our batter, let's roll these little nuggets around in the cornstarch first, and then we go into our batter. Just gonna set them in here, get a couple going first. Set them down in there. I'm gonna fry the rest of these up, but let me just show you these nuggets. Look at these suckers. We're gonna finish frying these up, but let's give them a little sample real quick. Wow, these are like a crispy pork belly explosion in your mouth. That sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Anyway, you could dip this in some barbecue sauce, which is what I'm gonna do. Let's finish frying these up. Now's a good time while you're waiting. If you're not a subscriber, go down and hit that subscribe button now. Also hit the like button. I got plenty of other cooking videos out there, and I know you'll like at least one thing I got out there. Also, if you wanna know how I smoke this pork belly, check out that video. I'll leave it right there. I did it on the Lone Star Grill offset smoker that I just got. Love that thing. Big shout out to Lone Star Grills. All right, guys, smoked pork belly corn fritters. Do it.